performance-wise, I mean, if we're looking at it, it wasn't a good performance out of Manchester United. They looked tired. They looked flat. If we're going to go through the players, I mean, it's going to be hard to pick out some good performances in what we had. If we're looking at David De Gea, could he have done better for the free kick? It was a pretty good free kick. You would always want to be backing your goalkeeper to be saving them, though. The other 2 goals, couldn't really done much about it, but I wouldn't be giving him a stat. His distribution wasn't as good today as it was in previous games as well. And yeah, he nearly got caught at one stage in the box, tried to do a Cruyff turn on it. So I'll probably give him a 5 for De Gea. Delors at right back was poor as well. Got up and down the line, but didn't really create anything. Balls into the box weren't good enough. Link-up play wasn't good enough. So it's a 5 for Delors as well. Luke Shaw, I thought Luke Shaw was playing all right. He wasn't doing anything spectacular, but he was getting to the end line. He was getting his crosses in. He was backing up and overlapping. But he got hooked after, 60 minutes was it? So you'd have to maybe give him a 5 as well. Lindelof, 5 as well for him. Again, he was poor. Our back 5 was kind of all over the place today. It really was. Lindelof, I suppose he didn't do anything wrong, really, did he? It's probably a bit harsh. I'd probably give him an average 6, maybe, for Lindelof, because he didn't do anything wrong, but we did concede 3 goals, Martinez beside him, probably his worst performance in a Manchester United shirt. I'd have to give him a 4. He was literally at fault for all 3 goals. Unfortunately, look, I love Martinez, I really do, but today he did not have a good game. He really didn't. So 4 for him. Casemiro, I thought Casemiro done okay. Probably get an average 6 for me. Won his tackles. Didn't do an awful lot more after that. Like, he didn't give the ball away a lot. He didn't do anything really wrong, but he didn't do anything really right either. Let's put it that way. Eriksen gets a 5 for me. Again, I thought he was flat again today. He was quiet. He kind of, what way do you say it? He just kind of coasted through the game more than anything. But this wasn't him specifically. It was more of a collective. But yeah, to be a 5 for Eriksen. Donny, Jesus Christ, Donny. I mean, how many more chances are you gonna let slip through your hands, man? Donny's not good enough for Manchester United, guys. I don't think. Look, I love Donny. I really do. I think he's it's hard not to like Donny, but he's had 2 chances now in the space of 4 days, 5 days. Now, look, I know he was out for a long time and he's probably not back to full fitness, maybe full match fitness, but you can't be letting games like that slip through your fingers. Donny gets a 3. I thought he was non-existent. I really do. Up front then, who have we got? We got Rashford on the right. Again, nothing spectacular out of Rashford. Didn't create a lot. Didn't link up well. His passing was poor. Gets a 5. Garnacho on the other side. I'll give Garnacho a 6. I love his positivity when he gets on the ball. Just he's constantly going at fullbacks, going at defenders all the time. Now look, he got substituted. He's a young chap. We're not going to expect him to be playing every minute of every game. So yeah, he gets a 6. Ronaldo, it's getting sad. It's getting sad. Dare I say it, Ronaldo is just not good enough for the Premier League anymore. He's not up to the pace. He's slow. He gives the ball away a lot. He's gives away possession too easily. He's not taking his chances. Chances that historically down through the years, Cristiano Ronaldo always took. And he's not doing that anymore. So he gets a 3. He was very poor. But yeah, substitutes, nothing really of note. Martial done okay when he came on. Nothing major. Probably gets a 6. Alanga, 5. Who else came on? Malacia, 5 as well. No, I give him a 6, average 6. I mean, he had a clean sheet, I suppose. But look, I mean, not a great performance by any stretch of the imagination. But we did say this. Well, I said this specifically. We are nowhere near the finished article. It's not something that I'm going to get overly worried about. This is a long-term project for Erik ten Hag. And, you know, one defeat here is not going to change anything in terms of where we want to go, the type of football we're going to be playing and trying to play, and the direction Ten Hag wants to bring us in. So I'm not going to get too carried away. Just like I don't get too carried away when we win. You know, obviously I celebrate goals, and it's great when you beat the likes of Liverpool and Arsenal and, you know, Spurs, these kind of teams. But we won't get too carried away. We're not going to win the league. We're not going to get relegated. I still do think we'll finish in the top 4. But again, I'll have more of a concrete idea on that after the World Cup is done, and we'll see how different squads have been affected differently and things like that. But look, it's not the end of the world. It's just a pity we couldn't get 3 points today because, you know, Liverpool and Spurs are playing each other. You know, one of them is going to drop points, if not both of them. Chelsea dropped points, you know, today to Arsenal. So it was an opportunity to really, you know, grab that 4th spot. But at the moment, we are in, let's have a look here at the table. Currently, we sit in 5th, and we are 3 points behind Spurs, which is a shame. I mean, like, if we had have won today, we would have been level with Spurs. We would have been behind them on goal difference, but, you know, them going in playing Liverpool today, you just don't know. Spurs could go out and get 3 points today against Liverpool. You just don't know. And I'm sure if you're watching this video later, we'll know the result. But it's just a shame we couldn't have gotten the 3 points today. You know, really would have given us a good step up ahead of the likes of, you know, Liverpool and Chelsea as well, because they're going to come back, you know what I mean, they will, and they're going to be challenging for top 4 like we will, top 6, top 4, so it's a shame. Look, wasn't a good performance, but we won't get too carried away. You know, we're going in the right direction, so.